Thank you very much for inviting me to share my views and thoughts on Vision India 75. We know that we achieved independence in year 1947, and since then India has seen, witnessed, created several revolutions, had made several initiatives to make sure that we solve our problems and we become a very advanced, technologically and economically advanced nation in the entire world. We are a very populous country with 1.36 billion people. We are world's youngest nation. We have seen and created agricultural revolution, green revolution we call it. We created another revolution, that is the white revolution, about self-reliance in milk production, milk product creation, and we did it very well. We also uh, created a lot of successful projects and initiative in terms of strategic interest of this nation, and the professional and industry of this nation, S&T people, have actually made huge contribution in repositioning India and making India world's fastest growing uh, economic power, S&T power in the entire world. The world looks towards India now because of the demographic dividends that we have, because of the market we have, we call it demand, and the kind of market we have with the kind of talent we have. Apart from that, we also know that India has been able to create a IT industry, which is IT outsourcing industry in the entire world. We are the leader in the entire world with 56% share of the world's outsourcing market in this sector. And this sector employs around 4.2 million engineers, professional working at across the value chain. Uh, we also know that India has become a destination where most of the R&D is happening at outsourcing, and therefore we have moved up the value chain, and the IT talent and the professionals of this nation are able to create technology products, do R&D for their customers from all across the world. A very recent phenomena that in very limited period of time India has been able to reposition itself, in fact, as the third largest technology startup ecosystem in the entire world, with 38 unicorns. And very interestingly, it's a very significant achievement that India has made, is that in year 2020, when we were facing the worst impact of COVID-19 pandemic, we have been able to create during this period itself 12 unicorns. If you look at the kind of phenomenal change that world has witnessed because of this pandemic, India has witnessed because of this pandemic, that several sectors of economics were badly hit. But because India was in a position to leverage and capitalize of its technical prowess, the technical infrastructure that it had created in past, and therefore during this lockdown period itself, we have been able to not only process our needs, serve our people all across the country, but we have been able to sustain the entire operation that we had. The IT industry was able to sustain its operation, its services to its customers, and therefore it has actually exhibited resilience. The industry resorted to work from home, and the entire collaborative functioning happened because of the kind of seamless collaboration the government of the day, the industry, and other stakeholders have shown. And that is how we have been able to sustain the entire operation that we were delivering to our customers, not only within this nation but also abroad. We know that this startup ecosystem that has become very significant value created in this country. was because of the talent that we had in the IT industry, because the caste arbitrage that was enjoyed by the startup ecosystem of this nation because of IT services industry of India. And therefore the platforms, the technology platform, e-commerce platform, shared economy, and all these things were actually leveraged by our young boys and girls, and they were able to create a lot of wealth, value, and job in this nation. This entire success that startup ecosystem has created in this nation, and the kind of outlook that we have for the future, I'm very sure that India is going to become the leader in the entire world in terms of technology product creation, software product creation. We know that the governments of the day, the stakeholders, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Niti Aayog, and other ministries are taking initiative to make sure that we afford the young boys and girls, ideators of this nation, much needed support, much needed infrastructure, whether it is regulatory support, whether it is access to capital, whether it is access to infrastructure. And therefore, the entire ecosystem, the environment that is being created is actually so seamless that young boys and girls are not facing any problem in terms of accessing all those support which is required by them. We also know that the government has taken several initiatives to make sure that we consume the technologies and products which are indigenously developed. We know that the government e-marketplace is a great place where young boys and girls and technology products can be placed, which can be consumed, accessed by the countrymen at large, the government organizations at large. And therefore the India, the nation, is actually geared up to take a quantum leap in times to come. We are a mature nation, whether it is strategic sector, S&T sector, other sectors of economy. All sectors are actually competing with each other to grow, to record a great growth rate. And therefore, in government at large, you will see a lot of activities happening. People are optimizing their deliveries, taking initiatives, and new initiatives are being taken by all the stakeholders to make sure that we rapidly grow towards prosperity, towards creation of job and opportunity for our countrymen, towards minimizing our import, maximizing our export. And that is why the entire initiative that we have seen in past, like Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Startup India, Digital India, all these initiatives uh, underline the kind of quest that India has towards growing fast, towards going towards prosperity in very accelerated and speedy manner. We also know that India is actually adopting technologies. Every sector of economy, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is technology sector, whether it is infrastructure, whether it is aviation, whether it is agriculture, whether it is pharmacy, all these sectors we are trying to incorporate technology, adopt technology to make ourselves efficient, more productive, cost effective, precise, so that we create world class product for our countrymen, which is consumed domestically and is also exported equally. So it has to be world class product. We are moving from Make in India towards Made in India, whereas Make in India is a call, clarion call by our Honorable Prime Minister to create jobs, to promote manufacturing within this country. Made in India is a statement of India's quality, which has to be respected by rest of the world. Thereby, it would lead to enhanced export in all sectors of economy, and therefore the brand India has to grow. When we are, we have already seen 73 years journey, wherein we are trying to make sure that we become inclusive, we become equitable, and we can see that technology is helping us in this direction. We know that the entire India stack, whether it is Aadhaar, whether it is direct benefit transfer, riding on Aadhaar infrastructure that we have, whether our GSTN network, whether our digital payment framework, whether other initiative that government is taking to make sure that every citizen of this nation is benefited from the technologies that are world class through our world class products, and therefore India is collaboratively marching forward and trying to taking the benefits, taking the uses of technology to the last mile, so that every person is empowered. The person at the last mile, at the nooks and corner of this country, is also brought on the same page. I can see a lot of activities in this regard. Most importantly, the technology startup ecosystem. We are going to become leader. India has decided, resolved to become to fast track its journey towards becoming a software product nation. And therefore, whereas we are leaders in the IT outsourcing industry, we are leader in terms of milk production in this country. We are self-reliant in agricultural sector. We are self-reliant in strategic sector. We are able to see much growth in terms of defense technologies. We are leading and marching towards great growth in terms of all these sectors of economy. I must say that the next value and wealth that India would attract would be in the technology products which are idea based, and where young boys and girls of this nation, using the talent and the strength of IT services industry of India, would definitely take India towards next level. India is going to give much needed leadership to the rest of the world in times to come. And therefore, when we are nearing 75 years after independence, we are very mature nation. We are looking forward to becoming a great nation in times to come. Uh, we have a great demography, and we have to convert it dividend. We are great demand. We have a great talent pool in this world, and therefore India is going to be the powerhouse of technology development. It is going to lead the entire growth in terms of modern technology creation, software product creation, and it is going to establish its leadership in the entire world in times to come. It would create much wealth, it would create much opportunity for our countrymen, and therefore we can foresee towards an India uh, around 75 years of its maturity, where we will be able to solve our problems locally, indigenously, and we will be able to serve the entire world and give leadership, technology leadership to rest of the world in times to come. I must once again thank India Achievers Forum for this opportunity. Thank you very much.